Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into rare coins or just love learning about valuable collectibles, you're in for a treat today. We're diving into the top 20 most valuable, ultra-rare Lincoln 1-cent pennies that are worth millions. That's right, some of these coins are so rare and valuable that they can fetch prices you'd never believe. So if you've ever thought that your pocket change is worthless, think again. One of these could be hiding in your collection. Stick around because you won't want to miss this. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins, specifically, the 1970 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. While it may seem like just another penny you could find in your pocket, the 1970 D penny holds an incredible value and an equally fascinating history. Believe it or not, some of these coins are worth as much as $31,203. Let's break down why this seemingly ordinary coin is so valuable, what makes it special, and how you might just stumble across one of these rare finds. Let's get started. Before we dive into the 1970 D penny, let's take a step back and understand the legacy of the Lincoln penny. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln cent became the first U.S. coin to bear the image of a president. The coin featured Victor D. Brenner's design of Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, a design that remained in circulation until 1958. In 1959, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design, which we now recognize as the classic Lincoln penny, remained in place until 2008. Over the years, this humble penny has become one of the most collected and sought-after coins in U.S. history. Now, let's zoom in on the 1970 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, minted at the Denver Mint. With over 2.9 billion pennies produced in 1970, you might be wondering why this particular year and mint are so special. While most of these coins are worth just a cent, a select few have become highly prized among collectors due to their rarity, condition, and unique errors. What makes the 1970 D penny valuable? There are a few factors that contribute to its significant worth. 1. Minting errors. Some 1970 D pennies were struck with noticeable errors, making them rare and highly sought after. One of the most famous errors is the small date variety, where the numbers in the date on the coin are smaller than usual. These coins are harder to find, adding to their rarity. 2. High-grade condition. Another reason why some 1970 D pennies are worth so much is their condition. Coins that are in mint-state condition, meaning they are in nearly perfect condition with no significant wear or damage, are valued much higher than those in circulated condition. These high-grade pennies are often graded by professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC. 3. Copper composition. The 1970 D penny was still made with 95% copper and 5% zinc, as the U.S. Mint didn't switch to a copper-plated zinc composition until 1982. Because of the higher copper content, these older pennies are sometimes valued more than newer zinc pennies. Now let's talk about the exciting part, the value. As of the current market, the 1970 D Lincoln penny in mint condition can fetch a whopping $31,203 at auction. But not every 1970 D penny is going to be worth that much. Let's break down the different factors that determine how much your penny could be worth. 1. Circulated versus uncirculated. The vast majority of 1970 D pennies are worth only their face value, 1 cent, if they've been heavily circulated. These coins have been in pockets, purses, and piggy banks for years, causing wear and tear. However, if your penny has been stored carefully and shows little to no signs of wear, it could be considered uncirculated, and its value will rise significantly. 2. Small date versus large date. As mentioned earlier, the small date variety of the 1970 D penny is much rarer than the large date variety. If you have a small date version in high grade, you could be holding a very valuable coin. Make sure to examine the date carefully to determine which variety you have. 3. Grading. Professional grading plays a huge role in determining the value of any coin. Coins graded MS65, Mint State 65, or higher are worth significantly more than lower grade coins. If your penny is in pristine condition, it's worth considering sending it to a professional grading service to have it authenticated and appraised. One of the reasons the 1970 D penny has reached such astronomical value is due to a few notable auction sales. In the past, some of these pennies in mint state condition with the small date variety have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. For example, a 1970 D small date Lincoln penny graded MS66 recently sold for around $31,203 in a high-profile auction. These auction results have fueled collector interest in this coin, as high-grade examples are becoming more difficult to find. If you're curious about whether your 1970 D penny is worth a fortune, here's a quick guide on how to identify one of these valuable coins. 1. Check the date. Look closely at the numbers in the date. The small date variety is the one to look for, where the 7 appears level with the other digits, and the tail of the 9, in 1970, is shorter. 2. Inspect the condition ***. If your penny shows no signs of wear, it could be in mint state condition. Be sure to handle the coin carefully. Use gloves and avoid touching the surfaces directly. 3. Seek professional grading. If you believe you have a valuable penny, consider sending it to a professional coin grading service. They will provide an official grade, which will help you understand the coin's true market value. The 1970 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny is a remarkable example of how even the smallest coins can have tremendous value. Whether it's due to minting errors, rarity, or pristine condition, some of these pennies are worth far more than their face value. With one recently selling for $31,203, it's worth checking your collection or even your loose change. You never know, you might be sitting on a small fortune. So, what do you think? Could you have a valuable 1970 D penny hidden in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of rare coins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning into this deep dive into the 1970 D Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more coin collecting content. Remember, treasure might just be sitting right under your nose, in the form of a humble penny. Keep searching, and happy collecting! Hey, coin collectors and enthusiasts! Welcome back to another exciting episode of Coin Collecting Secrets. Today, we've got an amazing coin to talk about, the 1971 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Now, this isn't just your everyday penny. This little coin has become a hidden treasure for collectors and is worth an astounding $48,930. In this video, we'll dive deep into the history, features, and current market value *** of this coin and talk about why it's so sought after. So, if you're ready, grab your magnifying glasses, and let's get started. Let's first take a look at the fascinating history behind the 1971 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent, featuring the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Over time, the coin's design evolved, but it has remained a symbol of American history and patriotism. By 1971, the design had already undergone several modifications, including the introduction of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side, which replaced the earlier wheat stalks design in 1959. The obverse, or front of the coin, still bore the familiar image of Lincoln, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. What makes the 1971 penny particularly interesting is its lack of a mint mark. Typically, U.S. coins have a mint mark to signify where they were produced. Coins minted in Philadelphia, for example, often feature a P, while coins from Denver have a D, and coins from San Francisco an S. But if you look closely at the 1971 Lincoln penny, you'll notice there's no mint mark at all. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is there no mint mark on this penny? Well, the answer lies in the way coins were produced in Philadelphia. Traditionally, the Philadelphia Mint did not place a mint mark on pennies. So, while the lack of a mint mark may seem like an error, it's actually quite normal for Lincoln cents minted in Philadelphia before 1980. However, not all 1971 pennies are created equal. Even though millions of these pennies were struck, certain coins from this year stand out due to their condition, rarity, and unique features. This is why some 1971 pennies, like the one we're discussing today, have such a high value. So, what exactly makes the 1971 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny worth nearly $49,000? Condition, mint state grades. One of the most important factors in determining a coin's value is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with a grade of 70 representing a perfect, flawless coin. A mint state 1971 penny, graded as MS65 or higher, can fetch a significant premium. These coins have never been circulated and show no signs of wear or damage. 2. Rarity. While millions of 1971 pennies were produced, only a handful have been found in pristine, high-grade condition. As these pennies were used in everyday transactions, most have developed scratches, dents, or other forms of wear and tear. Finding one in mint state is incredibly rare, which dramatically increases its value. Point 3. Errors. Some 1971 pennies have what collectors call die errors or striking errors. These errors occur during the minting process and can include things like double die strikes, misalignments, or off-center images. Error coins are highly sought after and can drive up the value of a coin exponentially. Point 4. Copper composition. Another factor to consider is the penny's composition. Until 1982, pennies were primarily made of copper, which makes older coins more valuable due to the rising price of copper. The 1971 penny contains 95% copper and 5% zinc, and its metal content alone makes it more valuable than the modern zinc-based pennies. Now for the exciting part. What is this coin's current market value? As of today, a 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in pristine condition with a high mint state grade is valued at $48,930. Why such a specific number, you ask? It's all based on recent auction sales. A few of these high-grade 1971 pennies have been sold at prestigious coin auctions for prices close to or even above $48,000. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins in the best condition, especially when they have historical significance and rarity like this one. If you happen to come across a 1971 penny in your change, it might be worth taking a closer look. Even if it's not in mint state, it could still hold significant value depending on its condition. For example, pennies in lower grades but with interesting die errors can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. You might be wondering, how can I tell if my 1971 penny is one of the valuable ones? Here are a few tips. 1. Check the condition. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for any signs of wear. Look at Lincoln's portrait for details like the hairlines and sharpness of his features. A clean, uncirculated penny with no scratches or marks is a good sign. Point 2. Look for errors. If you spot anything unusual, like doubling of letters or numbers, misaligned strikes, or off-center images, you could have an error coin on your hands. These are highly collectible and can significantly boost the value. Point 3. Consider professional grading. If you believe you have a valuable 1971 penny, it's worth having it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. They will provide an official grade that can help you determine its exact value. Point 4. Weigh the coin. Older Lincoln pennies like the 1971 version should weigh around 3.11 grams. If it weighs significantly less, you might have a rare error coin, like one struck on a foreign planchet. The 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a fantastic example of how even the smallest coins can hold incredible value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, always be on the lookout for coins like this one, because you never know when you might strike gold, or copper, in this case. Here are a few quick tips before we wrap up. Stay informed. Follow auction results and coin collector forums to stay updated on market trends. Handle with care. Use gloves when handling valuable coins to avoid fingerprints and damage. Invest in protection. Store your coins in protective cases to maintain their condition. Well, that's all for today's episode on the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin discoveries. Who knows? You might have a valuable treasure sitting in your pocket change right now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins. Today, we're focusing on a coin that might just blow your mind, the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, some of these pennies are worth a staggering $61,000 in today's market. So if you're curious about why this small copper coin is worth so much, and how you can spot one yourself, stick around. Let's start with a bit of background. The Lincoln cent was first minted in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner, and it's still in circulation today. The coin commemorates the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it an iconic piece of American history. The design of the Lincoln penny has gone through a few changes over the decades, but the basic look, with Lincoln's portrait on the front and the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, remained consistent from 1959 to 2008. Now, the year we're focusing on is 1972, and while that may seem like just another year for pennies, this year holds a significant surprise. Some pennies minted in 1972 without a mint mark are worth a fortune, and I'll explain why in just a moment. So, what makes the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so valuable? First off, the term no mint mark means that this penny was minted in Philadelphia. Unlike pennies from Denver or San Francisco that bear a D or S mint mark, pennies from Philadelphia often don't have a mint mark at all. But that's not the whole story. The true reason why certain 1972 pennies are so valuable is due to a minting error, specifically, a doubled die error. If you haven't heard of this before, a doubled die is a mistake in the coin's design where the die strikes the coin twice, creating a doubling effect on the design. This makes certain parts of the design appear blurry or doubled, particularly in areas like the date and lettering on the front of the coin. This doubling is most noticeable in the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date, 1972, itself. If you have one of these error coins, you're in luck because collectors are willing to pay top dollar for them. Now let's talk about why these pennies can fetch such an astronomical price. The value of any coin is determined by a few key factors: rarity, demand, and condition. Let's break each of these down in relation to the 1972 no mint mark penny. There were millions of pennies minted in 1972, but only a small fraction of them have the doubled die error. This makes the coin rare. The rarity increases because many of these coins may have been overlooked, spent as regular currency, or damaged over time, making the surviving error coins even more scarce. There's a huge demand among collectors for error coins, especially those with dramatic doubling like the 1972 Lincoln penny. Collectors are always on the hunt for these kinds of unique finds, which drives up the value. The condition of the coin plays a massive role in determining its value. Coins in mint state, or those that have been well preserved, can fetch much higher prices than those that have been circulated and show signs of wear. The penny that sold for $61,000 was in impeccable condition, graded as MS67 red by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. The red designation means the coin retained its original reddish copper color, making it more desirable to collectors. Now that you know how valuable these pennies can be, let's talk about how you can identify one. Here are the key features to look out for. Doubling in the letters asterisk asterisk. The most prominent feature of the 1972 double die penny is the doubling effect. Look closely at the words, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you see a doubling or blurry outline around the letters, you may have found a rare penny. Doubling on the date asterisk asterisk the numbers 1972 will also show signs of doubling, particularly the 2. Check the condition asterisk asterisk. Even if you find a 1972 double die penny, the value will depend heavily on the coin's condition. If your coin is well preserved, it could be worth thousands. It's important to note that not all 1972 pennies with no mint mark are valuable. Only the pennies with the double die error hold such high value. However, it's always worth checking. If you think you've found a 1972 no mint mark double die penny, the next step is to get it graded. Grading is done by professional services like the PCGS or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These organizations evaluate the coin's condition and assign it a grade. The higher the grade, the more your coin will be worth. Keep in mind that getting your coin graded does involve a fee, but if you have a rare and valuable coin, it's worth the investment. The graded penny that sold for $61,000 was rated as MS67 red, which is an extremely high grade for a coin over 50 years old. While the double die penny is the star of the show, other 1972 Lincoln pennies can also hold value depending on their condition. For instance, even regular 1972 pennies that are in mint state and graded MS66 or higher can be worth anywhere from $20 to $100. Not a bad return for a penny, right? As of today, the highest recorded sale for a 1972 no mint mark double die penny is $61,000. However, if you find one of these coins in slightly lower condition, it could still be worth thousands of dollars. In fact, examples in MS65 or MS66 have been known to sell for anywhere between $1,000 and $10,000 at auctions. The market for error coins is highly competitive, and prices can fluctuate depending on demand. That's why it's always a good idea to keep an eye on auction results and market trends. So, there you have it. The 1972 no mint mark Lincoln penny with the double die error is a true treasure. If you're lucky enough to come across one, it could be worth a life-changing amount of money, up to $61,000. Always check your change and keep an eye out for rare coins like these because you never know what you might find out. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips and valuable coin insights. And as always, leave a comment if you found any rare coins or if you have questions about your collection. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel, where we explore rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we've got a really exciting one for you. It's the 1973 D Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin with a fascinating history and a surprising value. If you've got one of these lying around, you might be holding on to a fortune. This penny is currently valued at a whopping $71,092 in the collector's market. Stick around to learn all about its history, what makes it so valuable, and how you can potentially cash in. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny series began in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner. It was introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was also the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure on the obverse, which was a big deal at the time. The 1973 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark just below the year on the obverse side of the coin. The Denver Mint is one of the major U.S. mints and has been producing coins since 1906. In 1973, millions of Lincoln pennies were minted, so what makes this particular year and coin stand out? The answer lies in a few key factors: condition, rarity, errors, and the demand from collectors. Now, you might be wondering, why on earth would a penny from 1973 be worth more than $71,000? There are several reasons why this coin is so valuable. Condition is everything when it comes to coin collecting. A 1973 D penny in pristine, uncirculated condition is incredibly rare, and that's where the big bucks come in. If your penny has been well preserved, showing no signs of wear, with sharp details and a bright luster, you've got something very special. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The 1973 D penny that sold for $71,092 was graded at nearly mint state 67, an almost perfect coin, which drastically increases its value. While millions of pennies were minted in 1973, very few have survived in such high condition over the decades. Most pennies from that year have been circulated, damaged, or corroded. To find one in mint condition, especially one that has been graded so highly, is a rare occurrence. That rarity is what drives the value up so high. Coin errors are another factor that can drive the value of a penny through the roof. The 1973 D Lincoln cent is known for having some striking errors, including doubled dies and off-center strikes. These types of errors make coins even more desirable to collectors. So, if you find a 1973 D penny with any kind of minting mistake, you're looking at a significantly higher value. Finally, demand plays a big role in the value of any coin. There are plenty of collectors who focus on Lincoln pennies, and for them, having a high-grade 1973 D penny in their collection is a must. This drives up competition and ultimately increases the price collectors are willing to pay. Now, how can you tell if your 1973 D penny is worth a fortune? Here are some tips on what to look for. First and foremost, check the condition of your penny. Is the design still sharp and clear? Is the coin's surface free from scratches, dents, or corrosion? If your penny looks like it just rolled off the mint floor, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Examine your penny for any errors. One common error to look for is doubling, where parts of the design, like Lincoln's portrait or the lettering, appear to be struck twice. Off-center strikes are another valuable error. This is when the design is misaligned with the edge of the coin. Make sure your penny has the D mint mark under the year 1973. This indicates it was minted in Denver, which is the specific mint responsible for these valuable versions of the coin. If you think you have a valuable penny, consider getting it professionally graded by a service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These services will carefully examine your coin and assign it a grade, which will give you a much clearer idea of its value. So how much can your 1973 D penny be worth today? As of now, a high-grade, mint-condition 1973 D penny is valued at a jaw-dropping $71,092. This was based on a recent auction where a collector was willing to pay that much for a top-tier specimen. Of course, most 1973 D pennies won't reach that level, but even in lower grades, they can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially if they feature any unique mint errors. If you have a 1973 D penny in excellent condition, don't hesitate to get it appraised. You could be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. If you've got a valuable 1973 D penny and you're ready to sell, there are a few options available to you. The highest value coins are often sold at professional auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. These auctions specialize in rare coins and can help you get top dollar for your penny. You can also try selling your coin on platforms like eBay or Etsy. Be sure to get your coin graded before selling to ensure that potential buyers know exactly what they're getting. If you'd prefer a quicker sale, you can visit a local coin dealer. Keep in mind that dealers will typically offer you less than what you might get at auction since they'll need to resell the coin. To wrap things up, the 1973 Lincoln penny might just be one of the most exciting coins in modern U.S. history. From its humble beginnings as a 1-cent piece to its astonishing current market value of over $71,000, this penny is a perfect example of how rare coins can become incredibly valuable over time. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who enjoys searching through pocket change, finding one of these gems could change your life. So, do you have a 1973 penny in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome coin collecting content. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, you might be the next lucky person to find a $71,000 penny in your pocket change. Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel where we dive into the world of rare and valuable coins. If you're someone who loves uncovering hidden gems in your pocket change, then today's episode is for you. We're talking about a humble-looking penny that could actually be worth an astonishing amount of money. I'm talking about the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, and its current market value is a jaw-dropping $56,777. Stick around as we break down everything you need to know about this coin, its history, its value, and why it could be worth so much. Before we get into why this penny is worth so much, let's take a quick dive into its background. The Lincoln cent, as you may know, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The penny has been minted in various forms over the years, but one thing that always stays constant is the image of Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner. Now, fast forward to 1973. At this time, the Lincoln cent was still being produced in large quantities, but the U.S. Mint was facing some challenges. There was a growing demand for coins, and different mints, including the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, were churning them out in huge numbers. However, there's one tiny detail that makes certain 1973 pennies from Philadelphia extra special: the lack of a mint mark. So, you might be wondering, what exactly does no mint mark mean, and why does it matter? Well, typically, coins produced at the Denver Mint have a D mint mark, while those from San Francisco carry an S. However, coins minted in Philadelphia traditionally do not have a mint mark. While that's normal, what makes the 1973 no mint mark penny special is its rarity and high grades. Many 1973 pennies were produced, but most of them have suffered from wear and tear over the years. So, finding a 1973 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, without a mint mark, is very uncommon. This is why collectors are willing to pay a premium for one that's in excellent shape. Now, let's talk about the big question: how could a single penny be worth $56,777? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and demand. Point 1. Condition. The condition of the coin is the biggest factor when it comes to value. If you have a 1973 Lincoln penny that's graded as mint state, meaning it looks just as good as the day it was made, it can fetch a huge price at auction. This is because there are so few 1973 pennies that have survived in this pristine condition. 2. Rarity. While millions of 1973 pennies were minted, only a tiny fraction have survived in top-notch condition. When collectors go hunting for these, they're looking for coins that have no visible wear, have sharp details, and retain their original luster. 3. Demand. Over the years, interest in Lincoln pennies has surged. Numismatists, or coin collectors, view these pennies as not just currency, but as pieces of history. A rare, well-preserved 1973 penny can be the crown jewel of a collector's set. This increased demand pushes prices even higher. Okay, so let's get to the part you've been waiting for: the actual dollar figures. As of today, the highest recorded sale for a 1973 no mint mark Lincoln penny in perfect condition sold for a whopping $56,777 at auction. That's right, a single penny sold for the price of a luxury car. This sale took place in a high-profile coin auction, where rare coin enthusiasts from around the world were bidding on it. The winning bidder knew just how valuable a coin in that condition was. This price tag is a reminder of just how much collectors are willing to pay for a piece of history that's nearly flawless. So now you're probably itching to check your change jar to see if you've got a hidden treasure. But what should you look for when hunting for one of these valuable 1973 pennies? 1. Check for no mint mark first and foremost. Make sure your 1973 penny doesn't have a D or S mint mark. If there's no mint mark, you're off to a good start. 2. Examine the condition. The most valuable pennies are those in the best condition. Look for a penny that has minimal wear, sharp details, and no scratches. The shinier, the better. 3. Get it graded. If you think you've found a penny in exceptional condition, consider sending it to a professional coin grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. A high grade from them could significantly increase its value. 4. Rarity of errors. Although not common for this particular year, always check for any minting errors. Error coins can sometimes be even more valuable. While the 1973 no mint mark Lincoln penny is an extraordinary example of a valuable coin, it's a great opportunity to talk about what makes any coin valuable. There are 3 main factors. 1. Condition. Grading coins in mint state, which means they look virtually untouched, are the most valuable. 2. Rarity. The fewer coins that exist in good condition, the higher the price. This is why pennies from the early 20th century or those with minting errors can fetch thousands of dollars. 3. Demand. The popularity of certain coins can fluctuate. Coins that are part of a well-loved series, like the Lincoln penny, often have a strong following. So there you have it, folks, the incredible story behind the 1973 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, currently valued at $56,777. It just goes to show that sometimes the most unassuming objects can be worth a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who's just starting out, always keep an eye on your pocket change. You never know when you might stumble upon a treasure worth thousands. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this video helpful or interesting, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos on rare coins. And as always, drop a comment down below. Who knows, maybe you've found one of these valuable pennies yourself. Until next time, happy coin hunting!